How are y'all doing today? Thank y'all for coming on such short notice. I want to thank Representative Alan Kerr, Andy Mayberry, Terry Rice, John Burris, David Sanders, and David Meeks for coming. And on the Senate side, I'd like to thank Senator Hutchinson, Rayford, and Irvin for coming. I'm going to read a short statement, and then Representative Rice will make a short statement. Senator Hutchinson will make a statement, and then we will answer questions from the media. A few questions. For months now, some of us have hoped that the U.S. Supreme Court would rescue us from the political process. Today's decision is a wake-up call. It shows that the political decisions must be made, not by courts, but by legislators and executives. As you know, I joined a lawsuit challenging Obamacare a year and a half ago. Like most Arkansans, I take issue with the government overtaxing us and over-regulating our lives. Today's decision shows that I was right. Our counsel was right to object that the law of interstate commerce didn't permit the mandate. However, most of us never dreamed that the Supreme Court would interpret Congress's power to tax in such a broad and unprecedented way. Like 70% of the citizens in our state, I remain concerned about the prospects for the people of Arkansas. The White House health care plan encourages employers to dump their employees into health exchanges. It significantly expands abortion funding, and it puts federal bureaucrats in charge of literally millions of decisions that should be confined to doctors and patients. Its immense cost endangers our economic health. The advocates of Obamacare believe they prevailed today. When efforts were made in our state legislature last year to improve Obamacare, our Attorney General and other Democrat legislators were tireless advocates of leaving Obamacare alone. Today, I tell them the fight over this issue has only begun. In case the will of the people hasn't been clear, their message will be solidified in November. My desire is for a new president and Congress who will repeal and replace this law, and state legislatures who will stand firm against it at their level. One ray of hope is the federal government cannot punish the states if they choose not to participate in this Medicaid expansion program. This decision underscores the fact that when Arkansas's political establishment said we had to grow government, they were wrong. What conservative legislators have been saying was right. We unnecessarily wasted millions of dollars starting these exchanges when we didn't have to. In addition, Arkansans were promised their taxes would not go up. Because of this law, clearly Obamacare is now nothing but a tax that forces people into a decision against their will. President Obama promised us that he would not raise taxes on the middle class. The Supreme Court has now revealed that our president is responsible for one of the largest middle-class tax increases in history. My first reaction this morning was disappointing. In fact, however, the court has put this issue back where it belongs, in the hands of the states. I pledge to continue to stand up for Arkansans, and together we can and will get government out of our lives and will bring real reform to our healthcare system. Today, I call on every elected official who serves in this Capitol, whether they're a Democrat or Republican, to publicly take a stand. While your vote on this issue will be recorded next session, Arkansans deserve to know where you stand right now. Will you side with President Obama and continue to burden Arkansans, or will you join me and others in bringing real health care reform to our state? The line in the sand has been drawn, and now is the time for all conservatives to let Arkansas know what we plan to do. Conservatives in Arkansas now have a chance to reform the Patient Protection Act so that it's better for patients, for doctors, and for our country. I hope that this decision will encourage them to do so. We have the power to make our healthcare system better. There is no doubt that it is sick and needs reform. At the federal level, we need to encourage our lawmakers to repeal and replace this bill. At the state level, We need to work to expand the choice in insurance providers, give medical professionals more freedom to practice medicine, and make sure we provide for the truly needy, and deter frivolous healthcare lawsuits. To the people of Arkansas, I say this: I heard your concerns and I stood with you. And today, I continue standing with you, and together we will win the battle. I'm going to turn it over to Representative Rice for a statement.